Hi, BookTube. It's Gina. It is time for a What's Cheering Me Up video, or a things I'm doing to try to cheer up. Wait a minute. We're going to come back to that. But the first thing is we've got to talk about these little sweet cats. I have 5 cats. This is Josie. She's our oldest. She's 17. She's been losing weight, so we've been trying to fatten her up, getting up every couple hours at night to feed her and make sure that she's eating. And it's fine. It's a thing, but we love her. So anyway, she was right here, and I wanted to show her to you because my cats, my husband, my family, my cozy home are the joys of my life. And it's been a hard weekend. It's been a hard week. It's been a hard year. You know, my dad was sick last year and died in July. And last year was a really hard year. And this year has also been a hard year, but for such different reasons, for reasons that are so deep and painful that I don't really even recognize them. And that is, of course, the state of, I don't know, it's our country. Doesn't feel much like our country these days, but I just wanted to talk about the things, the little tiny things I'm trying to do to not curl up in a little ball on the floor and never get up again. Yeah, I turned off all of my news channels. I try not to watch the news. My spouse is still very tied into that. And you know, these days you can't avoid it. You can't avoid the news. So let's just try and talk about some things that are not horrible and see where we go from there. Because there are a lot of fun things that are happening, a lot of really good things that are happening in my life. My cats are one of them. If anybody else comes over, I will show them to you. I posted a little short video of Opal crawling up into the pillowcase while I was doing laundry, which is adorable. Opal's the kitten that the Humane Society was going to euthanize while we were fostering her, and we said, nope, we're not bringing her back in, so no. And so we still got her. And it's wonderful. She's a dream. And you know what, this is probably going to be another very rambly, incoherent video, but I know you guys will understand. I know you guys will understand. So let's start out with my retirement, because that is the biggest thing that has happened so far this year that has just bringing me so much joy. My husband and I have been running around. We've been doing errands. We've been spending time together, and he's been retired completely for a full year, and I've been working from home. So us being together at home all day long is nothing new. We're very used to it. We've both been home a lot over the last many years. He's been retired sort of off and on. And I've been working from home for a long time. But with my current retirement, my real retirement, I'm not ever going back to work. Well, I might volunteer or something, but retirement. I have not wanted to go sit at my desk. I might have already told you this, because I did perk my old other channel back up that I haven't really been over to for a long time. So I'll link that Lazy Cow Living channel down below for us lazy cows who just want to sit around and read and watch packing videos. That is the spot. Here we go. Oops, sorry, I bonked you. But since I've retired, I've not wanted to sit at my desk because that's where I worked. It's in another room. That was always my office-y work space. And so I've been working, and by working, what I mean is paying bills, pulling up my computer, working on my reading journals, doing some yearly planning. And I've been doing that all from this little basket. I did an in-depth video of this over on my other channel, so I'm not going to go into everything that's in here, but this has been making me really happy. Eventually, I'm going to try and get a cuter, nicer bag because this thing's falling apart, and I'm also going to get something to put my checkbooks and my envelopes and stamps in, because we manage my Greg's dad's finances, and so I do still write some paper checks, so I need those, but I don't use them very often. So I would like to get a cute little bag where maybe there's a pocket for checkbooks, etc. We'll see. I'm trying, before I spend any money on this, I just want to see how I like it, what I use, what I don't use, because I don't want to spend a bunch of money on a hobby that I don't end up really doing anything with. And by that I mean like my reading journals, my new journals. I've got my computer, my MacBook in here. So it's been really fun to just grab this, carry it around to wherever I happen to be sitting, and pull something fun out to work on, which brings me to the next two things. I've showed you these already before, but the first one is my Hobonichi. My sister got this for me for Christmas. This is a 5-year planner, which it's got a little spot where you can write something every day of the year. And then this is for 2026, and then it's 2027, 28, 29, and 30. And as you build it, you can see what you were doing this day a year ago. So it's so cute. It's a beautiful little journal. I am having so much fun with it. And I'm not good at journaling, but I've managed to write a little something in here every single day so far. And I think it's great because it's got such a small space that it's not intimidating. So if you want to journal but you feel intimidated by a big old blank journal with a ton of empty space, this is fantastic. I've been loving it so much. Oopsie, and this is a little insert that I've just been using as a bookmark. And my next thing, this has just been delighting me to no end. This is my new little Paper Republic. I think this is an A6 size. It's a pocket size journal. This is just the cover, the sort of traveler's notebook style cover. Oh my God, you guys, I love this so much. I love the red. I love the look of it. I love the size of it. This is just perfect. Also, this little Pilot G2 pen. Love these. I got a bunch of these, and I also got some ink refills, because these are refillable, which I love. So that is my journaling pen. And this little guy is just the cutest. I've got a 2026 weekly planner from Paper Republic in here. I've got a little dotted page insert I'm going to use as a travel notebook. And then I've got just a plain old little cheapy notebook that I'm using just as a to-do list, grocery lists, etc., which I'm loving, and I love this. This is one of the best purchases. It was an impulse purchase. I can't remember whose channel I saw it on. I saw it on somebody's channel here, and I have to have one of those. And I did one of those, you're in bed with your phone late at night shopping. It was terrible. I should have waited. But anyway, I'm so glad I did it. It's adorable. I absolutely love it. And I have a feeling, because again, it's such a small size, that I can pop it easily in any bag that I'm carrying. So I think I will be able to kind of keep using this, because it's also got fairly small, this is a week at a glance. And so it's very low pressure, but I've just been jotting in meetings. I don't have very many meetings anymore. Appointments, doctor's appointments, whatever. I have more doctor's appointments now that I'm old in there. Okay, next, I got a new phone. I can't show it to you because I'm using it, but I got one of those, it's orange. It's an iPhone 17. I love it. My old phone it's been years. It was an 11. It was on its last leg. So we went to the Apple store to look. Well, you know what happens. So I bought a new phone. It's orange. I got one of those cases that's got the magnet on the back. And so here's the thing I love about this. It's a magnetic pop socket because I cannot live without, well, I could live without it, but you know what I mean. I love this thing. So here's the thing. I've got you sitting on a tripod right now. And when I had an old pop socket glued to the back of my case, I had to take the case off every time I wanted to make a video because the pop socket wouldn't fit in the little, it's just got a little clippy on it, but the pop socket didn't fit. So now I can just pop this off, pop you in, and boom, easy peasy. So yeah, the phone has been great. I'm absolutely loving it. Next is my Kindle. You guys have seen this a million times before. This is the Kindle Oasis with the green case. I love my Kindle. One of the joys of my life is crawling into bed, turning all the lights out. Hopefully there's a cat cuddling with me and we can just read in the dark with I've got the dark mode on. And so if it's dark in the room, this is so comfortable for reading. I'm reading a book by O. Douglas called The Proper Place, which I'm really liking, but for some reason I keep not reading very much of it. I'm only like 54% through with it, and I've been reading it for days and days. And I lay in bed and I'm not reading. Probably partially my brain. I also think the book there's not a ton of plot, so there's not much engaging me to just grab it to see what's happening, but I'm really enjoying it. And then lastly, this is the last thing that I'm gonna talk about. I think I mentioned this in my Christmas book haul, but I got a little tiny chef pizza party book for Christmas, and I've just got this sitting up on my bookshelf. Here, let's put it over here so it shows up behind me. That's cute. That's very cute because I'm in my new space here in my orange chair. And then I also got a little tiny chef. Look at him. Isn't he the cutest thing? All right, you guys, if you're feeling poopy and you want to be just enthralled, watch The Chinese Chef. He's adorable. He's a chef and he's tiny and he makes videos and he's adorable. So I will link The Tiny Chef down below. He's got a YouTube page. He's got a Instagram, and it's mostly the same content on both. And I follow him both places, but mostly on YouTube since I'm here more often than not. I can't really abide with Instagram anymore. It's all ads and it's horrible reels of stuff I just don't want to watch. So yeah, so that's it for me. I'm just doing the best I can to not wallow in too much anger or anxiety, and enjoying my cozy home. We had some friends over for football on Sunday, which was super fun. They brought over pizza and chocolate cake. I made some appetizers and we just sat around and watched football. And I am not a football fan at all, but it was really fun to hang out with them and just watch football and eat and visit. So we'll be watching the Super Bowl because we're in Seattle, and I have to admit, I was sort of hoping that the Rams would win, A, of all, because I'm from LA, and so yay, Rams. But also I didn't really want to watch the Super Bowl, but we're gonna watch the Super Bowl and it's gonna be fun. It'll probably just be the four of us again, and we'll have some good food, keep it casual, lazy cow living, right? I'm not too worried about impressing my good friends with food these days, even though they are gourmets. And I still get excited when they invite us over for dinner because it's always so good. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing okay, hanging in there, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.